What's there to talk about? There's no salvaging this show. It's already jumped the shark. Rhaenyra disguising herself as a septa to sneak into a heavily guarded city to speak to someone she was friends with for a brief period of time in her youth was the start of the red flags. Alicent sneaking to Dragonstone to sell out her side only sealed the deal. It's already past the point of no return. The event horizon. I'm hate pirating at this point. The Dance of the Dragons should have been an easy win for HBO. It was about epic dragon battles for fuck's sake. They just had to get the one writer who couldn't even be bothered to watch the original series. In hindsight, I should have known the show was doomed when they turned the Velaryons into... Come on, we're all thinking it. Rhaenyra finally gets the news that Jace is dead, and she starts bawling her eyes out. I guess she's not going to kind of forget about this like she did with Luke. Meanwhile, in the Vale, Jane Eyre somehow found out Jace is dead around the same time. And when Rhaena comes to her begging for shelter, she tells Rhaena to fuck off.
I would say you had lost all sense, but that I doubt you had any in the first place.
Wow, she pretty much read the audience's mind. Rhaena recalls that Jane wanted a dragon, and now she's got one. Jane isn't gonna stop her from doing whatever retarded thing the script calls for, but she doesn't want to see her either. In the Riverlands, Daemon gets a note from Rhaenyra summoning him back to Dragonstone. Before he leaves, Alice Rivers asks for Harrenhal. Why she wants that cursed castle, who fucking knows? I think she just wants a castle. Anyone will do. Daemon says no, cause she's a bastard, judging by her last name. Should have asked to be legitimized first. Speaking of bastards, Daemon finally meets the dragon seeds, except Nettles, and he slaps Ulf. Boy, that was satisfying. When he finally gets back to Dragonstone, he and Mysaria talk. They get the news Vhagar left King's Landing. Aemond and Vhagar easily take Harrenhal. The Strongs all die, but one of them stabs Aemond with a butter knife while he has armor on and he just bleeds out? What? How? He was soloing all those random soldiers before. When they're all alone, Daemon tells Rhaenyra about the prophecy.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Then he tells her about how King's Landing's ripe for the taking now that Aemond and Vhagar are gone.
I don't want it.
Nice to see she's taking a cue from Jon Snow, when in actuality Jace's death is supposed to make her angrier, fiercer, more resolved to take what's rightfully hers. She also mentions the new dragon Sheep Stealer having a new rider, and she wants the rider dead. They are doubling down on turning Rhaena into Nettles.
Meanwhile,
Aegon and Larys are supposed to be delivered to Rhaenyra, but their cart gets attacked, and they take the chance to go to Rook's Rest. Out on the ocean, Alan and Bela
meet,
and they search for Corlys. Adam finds him with sea smoke. Corlys gives us something lifted from the source material, at least.
If this be victory, I hope I never see another.
Now that the Triarchy looted and burned Spicetown and Hightide, all House Valerion has left is their noble name, and that's all he can afford to give Alan. At King's Landing, Alicent has everyone stand down. She speaks to the commander of the Gold Cloaks while she's a few feet apart from everyone else. Someone's gonna hear her. She orders the guards manning the ballistas not to fire, and Helena's standing there like...
Her sons were always kind.
Helena kind of forgot Luke took out Aemon's eye, and Rhaenyra wanted Aemon to be tortured for having functional eyeballs. Or an eyeball. She calls the small council for a meeting, and Lord Jasper Wilde, the Master of Laws, comes in. Somehow he found out about Alicent boning Kristen, and now he wants his turn whether she wants to or not, if you know what I mean. He knows the Kingsguard is at the doors, and one scream from the Queen Mother would have them on his ass. Yes, he is that stupid. Needless to say, the guards and Grandmaster Orwyle burst in. Orwyle orders them to arrest Jasper. Alicent's right there, and the royal guards are taking orders from him and not the Queen Mother herself. In the books, Jasper Wilde's nickname is Ironrod. It's a reference to his unbending iron will. He served under Viserys, and he genuinely believes in the Andal laws of succession. When the Blacks take over King's Landing, he's the second to go after Otto. Now, being a show obviously biased towards the Blacks, he can't be a principled man who fights for a cause he believes in. No, he has to be mustache-twirlingly evil. Kondo and Hess kinda forgot they're writing for HBO and not the CW, and Alicent kinda forgot that part of the deal with letting Rhaenyra take King's Landing included a safe getaway for her and Helena. Sorry Alicent, you can't fast travel when enemies are nearby, and judging by those dragons closing in, you should be hearing combat music and saving. Rhaenyra and Daemon
Land.
and they entered the Red Keep without any guards of their own for good measure. Sure enough, there's some Hightower soldiers that would rather go down fighting than yield, so Daemon solos all of them. If only one of them came at him with a butter knife. When they get to the throne room, they're outnumbered. Girlboss Rhaenyra all of a sudden thinks she's Visenya and draws a sword. But the City Watch comes to their aid. Green loyalists like Orwell get sent to the dungeons. The black loyalists get released and wait. What's Otto doing here? I know in Fire and Blood he gets beheaded, but he's established to have left the city in the showverse. Why would his own side keep him in a dungeon? Everyone knows he's not getting out of this alive. Daemon advises her to have him executed since everyone's watching. She can't afford to show any kind of weakness, especially when she's already getting so much shit for being the first woman to inherit the Iron Throne. What do you think she does? Does she A. get Daemon to do it like he did with Vaemond? Daemon is good with a sword, and it lets everyone see she's got the rogue prince under her control. B. Have Syrax roast him. Syrax is just outside, and it fits to serve as a reminder. Those who defy the true queen get fire and blood on their ass. Or C. Girlboss it herself. She subverts your expectations. She tries to girlboss it, but loses composure halfway and starts blubbering like a One Piece character. I didn't address this in the last episode because I assumed it was a one-off line, but while Rhaenyra's crying to Mysaria,
I may appear to have the weak and feeble body of a woman, but I possess the heart and spirit of a king.
You serious?
for all the real-life history nerds, Queen Elizabeth of Tudor said that to her army before they sailed against the Spanish Armada, whereas Rhaenyra was in her room throwing a tantrum. She was also in her 50s, so she could say she had a weak and feeble body without making it sound ham-fisted. It doesn't translate at all, and it only serves to prove the women are too emotional and retarded to rule side right. Why is she getting so worked up over Otto? Did she kind of forget she doesn't even like him? I heard
Slop
Glazer say she's crying about every loss she suffered. Why embarrass her like this then? Why not have her cry next episode in a scene where she's in her private quarters and it's just her and Daemon? Tune in next time when more stupid shit happens and none of my questions get answers. It's nothing but hate pirating.